What's up, you guys? It's your girl Sasha, and I just checked into work, and your girl is going to be working here from 6 to 2. When I get off, hope that he's been time with my handsome and my three babies. Alright, I just thought I would keep you guys updated with that. And, yeah, just have a look at the next clip.
I just gave him a black card. I just gave Wes a brand new.
Hello?
I took it out hello?
Hey, Miss Carolyn, this is Sasha. I was calling to see, we're still having visitation at 3 p.m. today, right?
Yeah, your husband told me you was at work. You won't get off until 2 something.
Right.
You told me meet him at Jack in the Box at 3 something.
Right, that's
3
fine.
o'clock. I told him I'd be there at 3 o'clock. On the dot.
Okay, he had mentioned something about your other kids having some type of soccer game. I mean, some type of game.
No. I already got that arranged. I told him that.
Okay, so we can have our. I'm sorry.
If he gonna tell son, he needs to tell it the right way. I said I already made arrangements with my other kids. What time you need to be there? I was gonna be there at 2 o'clock. He said no. Shaw said it worked, Miss Carol.
Right.
He said, can you make it 3? And I said yes. I said 3 o'clock. I will be there.
Okay.
Sure at 2:15 to be there at 3 o'clock.
Okay, so from here on out, are we going to continue to have the visitations every Saturday as it is in the written agreement?
I don't know about every Saturday. I don't know that. I told you my kids and other things.
Okay.
Every other Saturday. I told you that once before.
Yeah, you told me that before.
I'm putting BJ in the camp too. I'm putting him in there too.
Yeah, you told me that before, and
Yeah.
I had mentioned to you, because I remember back when we lived on Hamilton, you had did the same kind of thing where you said, we couldn't have our weekly visitations, but that's in writing that we are entitled. You can't just do away with visitations. So I was telling you, I'm sorry. No, I was telling you that if you do away with the visitations from going from weekly to every other week, then that's going against the written agreement. I'm sorry.
I know, but I said I still go out my way for y'all. It's not now visitation. Y'all have not missed. The only time y'all have missed when I'm out of town on emergency call or I'm at a funeral. I always tell y'all that.
Right, but but what I'm saying is when we lived on Hamilton, there had been plenty of times where you didn't show up weekly because you had said you had other things going on where we couldn't have our visitations weekly. And I had asked you if you could schedule it for a different day of the week, because you can't do away with weekly visitation just because you have something else going on. Because that's in a written court document that we have weekly visitations and not every other week. Do you understand?
Okay, well, y'all don't supposed to have every other week.
I know we're supposed to have it weekly. I know we're supposed to have it weekly.
Supposed to do what? We're supposed to do a 1 hour virtual, what's they say, FaceTime virtual. Pull up the contract.
Yeah, I pulled up the contract and it says weekly and then also virtually. One weekly and one virtual.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that every week.
Every week, yeah, and you have not been doing every week. You've been doing every other week.
Y'all said y'all don't have FaceTime. I gotta have phone.
No. I'm saying you don't do the in-person visitation weekly. You said you're going to do it every other week.
Yeah, I did say every other week.
But it's not every other week. It's weekly.
Okay. Well,
and the virtual visitations are, but right. But remember that paper that court document that I sent you. Right, but remember that court document that I sent you that said weekly, and I had it underlined in red?
I didn't even look at it.
Okay, you might want to look at it because it's underlined in red that we have weekly visitations, and you have been doing every other week and no virtual. And we have virtual visitations as well. Right, we have virtual. No, but right, and we do too. We have Android. So what I was telling you is that we also have not just virtual visitations weekly, but we also have in-person visitations weekly, as outlined in the court document that I sent you.
Well, I didn't read. I'm just going by.
Well, you might want to read it so you can go by what's written in the court document.
Okay. We'll do that. I'm sure you're gonna have a court date in May coming up. I'm sure you're gonna have a court date because I already don't file the paperwork.
Who is? Who is having
I already
what?
don't file the paperwork. My lawyer already don't file everything, so he said he will get with me when the court date's gonna be set.
I don't know what you're talking about. A court date for what?
We're gonna have a court date coming back to court because it seems like every time you get mad, you say,
No, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm just.
When I don't do stuff like that, Sauce, I try to tell you, I don't do stuff like that.
But you're doing it right now. You just said you're trying to take me to court because I'm telling you that our visitations are weekly.
That's what you do.
I'm sorry?
That's what you do, but I don't do stuff like that.
Do stuff like what?
I don't call CPS on you. Never. It's your lawyer can tell you, can find out who called CPS on you. But I know one thing he's not gonna say, Carla, stop didn't do it. I know he's gonna say
This
that,
is not
but I
about
don't
you
do
calling
stuff like
CPS. This is about the visitation, sweetie. What are you talking about?
that. Okay, but every time you get mad, you bring it up.
I'm not mad at you. You bring up every time I tell you about the visitations, you start bringing up about a CPS case. So it sounds like you're the one getting mad.
So I'm just going by what you say.
I'm telling you about the visitations. You're not going by what I'm saying if you could bringing up CPS cases. I'm sorry.
I'll see you at 3 o'clock. I'll see you at 3.
Well, 3 o'clock today is fine, but you also want to see me 3 o'clock next week on Saturday as well.
No, I'm not going to see you next Saturday at 3 o'clock.
Okay, well, why not?
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, well then.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, well then you need to pick a different day.
No, I'm not going to let you do this every week.
Do what every week? What am I doing every week? What are you saying?
I'll let you do.
And that's fine, but what are you saying I'm doing every week? What am I doing every week that's saying that you can't let me visit with my kids? What are you saying? What are you talking about? You just said that you're not going to let me visit my kids every week. And you're not in control of that because it's in a written court document. I've never been mad at you. What are you talking about? Who said that I was mad at you? But Naya went to visit his kids because I was working, and you said that you could not make it because your kids had a game. That's what you said. So what are you talking about? So who was mad?
Okay, I'll see you at 3 o'clock.
So who was mad, me or you?
I'm not mad, Shop. I'm not mad.
Okay, then why are you saying that it was because I didn't come to a visitation when the visitations are Saturdays at 3 p.m.?
I'll see you at 3 o'clock. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Okay, well then why are you saying stuff about CPS cases if you're not mad?
Okay, well, your husband said I'll see you at 3. I'm going to see you at 3.
Okay, but what I'm asking you is why do you keep saying that I'm mad but you're the one that keep mentioning CPS cases? What did I text you? All I texted you was that we have visitations at 3 p.m. No, you don't have any text messages from me except for the fact that I was concerned about my child's health, number one. And number two, I'm concerned about the visitations being weekly. That's the only text and information you got from me. Do you understand? And then the other text was informing you about the court document, which states that we have visitations every week that you keep saying that you didn't get. So I keep sending it to you.
Okay, well, I'll see you at 3 o'clock.
Okay, but you just said that you didn't get the court document that I sent you that was highlighted in red.
I'll see you at 3 o'clock.
And that's fine, but you're not acknowledging that I sent you the court document.
I'll see you at 3 o'clock. I'm busy. I'm doing something right now. I'll see you at 3. I'm trying to get your kids dressed so we can meet you there. I'll see you at 3.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Brayden, what the doctor do? Yeah, what the doctor do? He cut, what he cut, baby?
He cut my pee-pee.
Oh my goodness, he take your tonsils?
Yes,
Oh my goodness, and what else? Your adenoids?
yes.
What he take?
He take my Android.
Oh my gosh. And what about you, BJ? What you been doing? Did you eat something? Did you eat already?
I
Do you-
did eat something.
Do you want something to eat?
Yes.
What do you want? No?
I didn't eat.
Oh my goodness.
We didn't eat.
Why?
Because
Cause why?
I said so.
Oh my